Hi, welcome back to ritzyventurez. This is the third episode of my Vietnam series. This one is focused on my day trip to Ba Hills, which I visited during my stay in Hoi An. Do check episode 1 and 2 to find out how I went about exploring Hoi An. I would leave the links in the description box. This episode will cover ticket cost, ways to reach Ba Hills, things to see and experience in Ba Hills. But before I proceed further, kindly like and subscribe to the channel. It gives me great motivation to see your likes and comments. With that, let's start episode 3. Ba Hills is a hill station located in Trung Son Mountain at west of Da Nang in central Vietnam. It was founded in 1990 by French colonists who used to retreat to the cool climates of Ba Hills to escape the scorching summer heat of Vietnam. Located at a height of 1500 meters, it had the apt climate for a summer retreat. Ba Hills was earlier known as Dalat of Da Nang province, as Dalat is synonymous with lush greenery and beautiful gardens. Ba Hills once consisted of 200 villas, most of which are in ruins today. Later, Ba Hills was developed by the Sun Group. That is why it is known as the Sunworld Ba Hills. Today, it is a popular hill station known for its French village, the iconic hand bridge, landscaped gardens, a swanky resort, a thrilling adventure park, and a religious hub with monasteries and pagodas. Ba Hill has given a huge boost to tourism in Vietnam. How to reach the Ba Hills? First, you have to arrive at the base by taking a bus, a cab, or a bike. Then you have to take a cable car ride. Yes, that's right. Cable car is the only option for reaching the Ba Hills. So how to reach the Ba Hills from Da Nang or Hoi An? If you are coming from Da Nang, Ba Hills is around 20 kilometers away, so you take around 50 minutes. If you are coming from Hoi An, Ba Hills is around 55 kilometers away and you would take around 1.5 hours. What about ticket cost? You can see the details as per the age and height on the screen. The ticket includes access to the cable car rides, the hand bridge, French themed gardens, fantasy park except for games with coins and rewards, as well as access to the French village and religious monuments. But it excludes access to the wax museum, Bay wine cellar and alpine coaster. Do buy your tickets online to avoid queuing up at the ticketing counter. I had taken an all-inclusive package from Klook that included private transport and food besides the entrance tickets. See which one works best for you, group tour or customized package. Once you enter this facade, a whole new world awaits you. You have moats, lotus ponds, stunningly carved statues, Malta Mossambi plants, the iconic lanterns, beautiful archways, all features that replicate the town of Hoi An. After a few steps, I stepped into the cable car. This was a 25-minute ride. It was no ordinary ride. It holds the Guinness World Record for being the world's longest non-stop single-track cable car ride. It stretches for 5 kilometers, connecting the foothills to the top of Ba Hills. And that's not all in terms of the world records. It has the world's heaviest cable reel with 141.21 tons, and it has 5 cable car lines. It has been built by Austria-based manufacturer Doppelmayr. It took 3 years to complete and was built at a cost of 200 million. It has a capacity of carrying 6,500 passengers per hour. But forget the records and the sturdiness. It offers a panoramic view of the mountains and a bird's eye view of the Sunworld Ba Hills. The cool climate further enhances the experience. It has been one of the most enjoyable cable car rides that I ever had. To see the Golden Bridge, I took the cable car from Hoi An station to Marche station. This was a 25-minute ride. What a beautiful canopy of the station. Thereafter, I took the escalator to head to the Golden Bridge. My first reaction on seeing the bridge was, oh, finally I made it. This 150-meter long pedestrian bridge was on my wish list ever since it opened to the public in 2018. This bridge, which is at a height of 1400 meters, was one of the key reasons for me planning a trip to Vietnam. The most compelling reason though was to see the captivating Halong Bay, which I would cover in another video. The bridge is also known as Khao Vang, meaning the Golden Bridge. Two sides of the railing of the bridge are plated with gold. These railings sparkle when sunlight falls on them. The floor of the bridge is made up of wood. This bridge was designed by TA Landscape Architecture of Ho Chi Minh. It appears like two hands are cradling the bridge. This bridge incorporates 8 spans and 7 pillars. Any guesses what the hands are made up of? No, stones have not been chiseled for it. They are made from fiberglass and wire mesh, but designed to appear like stone, and are carved to perfection with a weathered appearance to make it seem like they have existed since ages. With people milling around, it was a tad difficult to get a spot to click a few memorable pictures. This was my favorite spot, holding the fluttering Tiranga. On a misty day, it feels like one is above the clouds. Thus, the hands are dubbed the hands of God. Thereafter, I moved to the sensory garden. This has a slew of unique sculptures of body parts. It also has this cute water body which fascinated all. Thereafter, I proceeded to explore Le Jardin des Amours. This is a French-themed garden spread over 21,000 square meters. Hundreds of types of flowers from temperate to tropical flourish in this garden. It has 9 small gardens with different themes and styles. You need at least a few hours to explore all the 9 gardens. Let me take my dear viewers through a few of these gardens. This is the mythology garden. It was like entering the world of ancient Greece. This is the thought garden with an hourglass. This also has a beautiful chessboard to indicate logical thinking. The garden of love is the most fascinating one. Beautiful fairies adorn the garden and enhance the beauty of the garden. The Garden of Eden has a colossal peacock. Its plumes look outstandingly beautiful. The garden is indeed a riot of colors and fragrance. I wanted to sit and admire its beauty all day long. In close proximity to the garden is the Linghorn Pagoda. There are 3 Linghorn Pagodas in Da Nang. The one at Ba Hills, the second one at Sontra Peninsula, and the third one at Marvel Mountains. I will cover all the 3 pagodas in my Vietnam series. Linghorn in Vietnamese means spirit of the heaven. The Sakyamuni Buddha statue at Ba Hills is 27 meters tall, excluding 6 meters of the base. It is designed in a meditating position on a lotus. Around the base there are engravings depicting the stages in the life of the great Buddha. The architecture of the pagoda and setting surrounding enhance the sacredness and tranquility of the place. It is an ethereal feeling to see the statue in a cloak of mist. This picture of mine taken by my son at Linghorn Pagoda in Ba Hills is one of my most favorite pictures. The colors and the fragrance of the gardens whetted my appetite. I started looking for the Four Seasons restaurant as I had taken a package that included lunch. I went around the Eclipse Square with the Ba Hills map in hand. I circled around the slow-looking building searching for the restaurant. After 15 minutes search, I realized that the restaurant was at a lower level. I proved to myself all over again that I am quite terrible at reading maps. But this handicap does not deter me from traveling across the world. At the restaurant, I was elated to see 100-course meal, as well as to find out that it wasn't that crowded. The buffet spread looked so tempting. My happiness was short-lived though. The cuisine was too Vietnamese for my Indian taste buds. Finally, I took this Bengali-looking deep-fried fish, and after some dessert, I was super happy. My suggestion is to go for this buffet only if you like Vietnamese food. Else there is this Bharata restaurant serving Indian food. Also there are a slew of cafes and restaurants in the French village catering to various taste buds. Next, I headed to Lingpong Zen Monastery. The climb up to the monastery is exquisitely charming. I crossed some more Malta Mossambi plants. Malta Mossambi is a variety of sweet lime grown in Vietnam. Several adorable figurines dotted the road up to the monastery. Soft Vietnamese music was being played from this one hidden behind the rocks. This monastery is alternately known as the Northern Pagoda and is a reenactment of the Northern Buddhist architecture and constructed out of erythrophyllum 4D timber. What a unique shape of a shrub this was in front of the pagoda. Before I proceed further, let me try and answer a few questions that you might have eventually if you are planning a trip to Ba Hills. Is it possible to see Ba Hills in one day? Yes, it is possible if you plan well and if you know how to read the map well, unlike me. For a more holistic experience, you could consider staying at Mercure Danang French village to experience staying high up in the mountain and also to experience Ba Hills without the crowd. Another question that could arise in your mind is outside food allowed in Ba Hills? No, it is not allowed to protect the environment. However, there are a slew of cafes and restaurants in Ba Hills to cater to your various taste buds. Next, I went to the French village. The French village is a replica of classical France through architectural clusters like the square, cathedral, towns and inns. As you walk the cobbled streets, you will feel like you have been transported to another era. It has everything that you would expect from a medieval village. Now, sit back and relax and watch a scintillating street performance. Square of the French village. It's like its nerve center. Now let's take you closer to the fountain which you can see little far away. Tulips of multiple hues abound and add a dash of beauty to the fountain. The fountain is indeed a focal point of rendezvous. It was dusk and the French village looked so stunning. Don't the pictures look like they have been taken out of some picture postcards? I dashed to the fantasy park before it was the closing time. I tried out a few rides that came complimentary with my ticket. Children would love to spend hours here trying out various thrilling rides. With that, my exhilarating trip to Ba Hills came to an end. I took the cable car to reach back to the foothills, where I had my pre-booked vehicle waiting for me to take me back to Hoi An. So thanks for watching and do like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so far. And do watch my next episode, my trip to the city of Da Nang.